Welcome to this video introduction for the K-Rain app. The K-Rain app unlocks powerful features of K-Rain controllers, including EPA WaterSense certified adaptive irrigation mode. This mode enables water savings by automatically adjusting run times based on weather conditions at the controller's physical location. To get started, you may log in with an existing account or register for a new account. Once you're logged in, you will see the dashboard page. Follow the startup instructions to add a new controller or manage an existing controller that's showing on the dashboard. Tap on a controller to see the full page. Across the top bar, you will see indicator lights including the rain sensor, Wi-Fi, lighting feature, triggers, and lastly the adaptive irrigation mode, or AIM, indicator. To access AIM, click on Advanced Features. Then, Adaptive Irrigation. On the Program Selection page, click on Adaptive Irrigation. You can begin by selecting whether to have the zone run according to weekday watering schedule to water certain days of the week, for example Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, or interval watering schedule according to an interval like every 3 days. Please note, based on feedback from our users, when using the weekday mode, AIM will never add a different day, for example Tuesday, since this can violate local watering restrictions that are set by cities, towns, or associations. The interval schedule will allow a range of every 2 days to every 30 days. Make your selections in the app and click Continue to set your station run times. Click a station and input your peak watering duration. Here, you can choose whether or not to use the cycle and soak feature as well. Note, the cycle and soak feature will enable the controller to break up the maximum watering time into smaller durations to enable water absorption and control runoff. For example, a given zone could require an hour of watering in a day, but due to slope, soil, or other variables, be unable to absorb more than 30 minutes of watering at a time before needing the system to pause while the water absorbs. The cycle and soak mode allows you to set parameters that will enable the controller to split watering times according to your needs. Now, push Done and move on to the next page. Your selections will be sent to the controller and you may experience a slight delay. When this operation is complete, you will get a congratulations screen letting you know that AIM has been successfully activated in your stations. Click OK. Now, let's cover triggers. These are settings that can be used in combination with either a regularly scheduled program or along with AIM and are set for individual programs. Choose the trigger button for the desired programs. For example, touch the Triggers button under Program A. You will see a list of available triggers. First, to turn on a particular trigger, use the radio button at the right side of it to make that trigger active. Let's walk through them. The first one available is Forecast Temperature. Use the slide to set the temperature you are telling your system to not run below. For example, if you set the temperature to 55 degrees, the system will not run if the temperature gets below 55 degrees at your location. Second is Forecast Rain. If the rain chance is higher than the percentage you selected, the system will not run that day. For our example, we'll set it to 65%. Next is Forecast Wind Speed. If the wind speed is above the number you selected, the system will not run until its next scheduled run time. For our example, we'll set it to 30 miles per hour. Next is yesterday's rainfall. This looks at the rainfall in the last 24 hours prior to your runtime. If the amount exceeds the total you selected here, the system will skip that runtime. For our example, we'll set it to 1.4 inches. Next is the 7-day rainfall. This looks at the total rainfall over the 7 days prior to the scheduled runtime. and if the number is above what you set here, the system will skip that runtime. For our example, we'll set it to 2 inches. Last is the variable watering. This is the only trigger that cannot be used in tandem with aim. Here, you increase or decrease run times, like seasonal adjust, according to a selected temperature range, adding if over and removing if below. You can set as many or as few of these triggers as you'd like. Once complete, push Done at the bottom, and this will confirm your selections. Back on your controller home screen, you can swipe the page to the left or click on the water drop icon to reveal the calendar page. You will notice a green dot on any day of the week that has a runtime scheduled for that day. If you touch any of the days prior to today, you will see at the bottom an indication of how much your system ran, or what aim saved you that day. For example, if I click here, it shows my system ran 57% less. This means AIM removed 57% of the total runtime away from each station in that program. If Station 1 had a 45-minute peak runtime set, it was changed to an approximately 25-minute runtime for that day. In most scenarios, you will see that AIM is geared towards removing runtimes to maintain a particular moisture balance. If there is a hotter, drier, extended period, you may see AIM add a percentage to each set runtime. This concludes the video introduction to the K-Rain app. Thanks for watching.